One of my favorite areas is this shopping area here. What's today? Look, all the safety cops are out. No cars are allowed in here. It's just very nice and peaceful. No festival this year. They're pretty, huh? Here's a street I've never been. Okay, let's do that street. Let's take this street. Just because I've never been here before. Look at this. I don't have much to say today. Kind of tired of all the political discussion and questioning its value. There's a song by Paul Simon. It says, I get all the news I need from the weather report. I have to agree with that. I think sometimes that's really all you need. Everything else is just passing and fading. Oh, look at that. What is that? I'd like to get stuck in that thing. I've got an early class today. I love these old wooden houses. They've got the bricks, the pillars here, concrete pillars to keep people from parking. It's a good idea. Oh, I smell the incense from the temple that we just passed, or the shrine, probably a shrine. More construction here. Now getting out into a main road. I'm not looking forward to. Let me see. Gas is 136 yen a liter. A little bit expensive. I think at Costco is much, maybe 132, maybe. Let's catch us a bicyclist. I kind of like to cross over the street. Got a red light coming up, so we have an opportunity. Yeah, good. There we go. bicycle shop here, though. Closed at this time of the morning. What time is it now? It's 8 a.m. almost exactly. I take so much video. I post so little of it. Many years ago, I did a live stream with Hiko Simon and Kevin Cooney from, what's this? Kevin Cooney. What was his YouTube channel name? Was it just Kevin Cooney? Was it Cooney in Japan? I don't remember now. Anyway, he got drunk and for some reason he said, came out of the field, he just said, yeah, you take so much video, but you don't edit anything. It was an insult. Look at these guys just hanging out, smoking before work. I didn't really care. I don't really care if I'm insulted usually, but I always thought Kevin was a friend. There was no reason for him to feel that way about my content. A completely different content than everyone he makes. I was making Japanese lessons in those days. Just a weird way to behave. But of course he was drunk. That video came down because we didn't want to embarrass him too much. But those words, I guess, always kind of stuck in my craw a little bit. Didn't change anything, of course. In Japan, when you're drunk and you do something stupid when you're drunk, generally speaking, you're forgiven for it, generally speaking. Or people say that. I don't think that's really true. It's a green light. Well, the light's green, but the walk signal is not. Anyway, my ex-girlfriend's father was a police officer, and once he got drunk, he punched his commanding officer, his senior officer, you know, whatever, I don't know what he calls him, sergeant or captain. And I don't know if he was fired, but he did resign soon after that. They opened up a very successful hair salon after that, so I don't think he really suffered for it. They did have a very police officer type of aura about him. Ka-san-ka. Ka-san-ka. Oh, there's a Thai restaurant there. Coming up on the Science Museum here. Go ahead. Marvel had an exhibit here years ago. I always like to see people working in the morning, getting the day started, doing things that gotta be done. Oh, look at this guy's face mask. Wow, plastic. He's got some speakers on that thing too. I should have seen that a little bit closer. I think he had speakers on the top of his mask. Look at this guy. He's looking pretty cool with his big dog. He's muscular, but he's got a cane. This is the planetarium and science museum here. Sometimes in the morning, people bring their kids to play in the park. There's homeless people here too. I remember now, I was drunk once and I think I walked through here late at night. I don't know why I'm curious about a homeless person's stuff, but I guess I wonder what you would keep if you were homeless. Like, what would you keep? All that stuff? Do you really need all that stuff? Half the stuff. Oh, this is a place, good place to do pull-ups. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. What time is it? 8:05. Whoa. This is good to keep in mind in the future, but not today. Oh. There's a water supply here for emergency purposes, they say. I just saw that sign. Never noticed that sign before. It's a nice park. Maybe another homeless man, or maybe just an old man hanging out. There's one homeless woman I see sometimes. She looks very organized. I wonder about them. What happened? Did she have family? Did they all die? Is there nowhere for her to go? There's quite a few homeless men, but not too many women. They used to have a movie theater right here back in the day. Really enjoyed that. That's all gone. Oh, good. Let me see another homeless group of people collecting their cans. Over here. That's something I've always wanted to do, is film them turning in their cans. I know the recycling is taking pots apart. Huh. Oh, there's no way out. Shit. Damn it. Oops. Look at that big black ominous truck. Can't even see the person inside it. Oh, there he is. Here's the post office. This is privatized, I believe. They still do a good job. Not much has changed. It's a good place to park illegally. Oh, yeah. Not anymore, I guess. I think there used to be a way you could park your car at the post office and go visit Old Cannon area. We're in Old Cannon now, which is like the otaku neighborhood. Come here in the morning sometime, but today I'm a little late for work, so not much time. I hadn't thought about Kevin Cooney in a long time, but someone mentioned him in one of my videos. I was talking about the history of J-vloggers in an old video. I got a comment on it saying he was the best ever, which is a little generous. I mean, he was in many ways a pioneer, but it's kind of silly to say he was the best ever. There's so much material out there, and I mean, best in what way? Too much of a subjective thing to even say. Definitely a pioneer. But a lot of his videos had little to no editing as well. I don't know. At the end of the day, he didn't have much content out there. I sometimes think about Mitch Hedberg. Not that Cooney didn't die, but Mitch Hedberg died. He was a very funny comedian, but he died really young. And he overdosed. But it would be kind of silly to say that he was the best ever. Just not enough material out there. Totally different, of course. He's a very, very funny guy. But if you only put out a certain amount of material, it doesn't compare with the canon, that's not the word, the immense amount of work that George Carlin or Richard Pryor put out, just to name a few, or even Louis C.K., who's been banished almost, kind of coming back. Can't really compare. Half the people wear masks, half don't. When I'm bicycling, I don't really wear a mask. This is Hyaku Metro, which is considered to be the widest street in all of Japan. But it's basically two streets separated by a big old patch of land, like a park. It's not really fair to say. So here in the city, people pretty much run red lights rampantly. Nobody really cares. But in my neighborhood, which is very close to the city actually, but in that little neighborhood, people obey the law a little bit more. And I remember once I ran. Whoa. Really loud, huh? I remember once I ran the red light, and it was a tiny street. The street was a street that only one car could fit through at a time, one way. So it was like, 2.5, 3 meters wide maybe. And I looked and no cars were coming, so I walked across it. I was walking, I was jaywalking, right? A homeless guy. And a woman standing on the other side yelled at me. She didn't yell at me, she just said it really loud so I could hear. In a very cursy kind of way. Obey the law! Shingo mamoru, or something like that, which literally means protect the light, the signal, but it means obey the law. But she said it so loud, and obviously she wanted me to hear it, and I was so surprised. No one says anything in Japan, that I just laughed out loud. Ha! I just laughed. It was funny to me. I liked it. It didn't piss me off at all. The other day I was behind this old couple and they were walking really slow on a narrow sidewalk. Narrow-ish. It wasn't that narrow. I mean, basically I think the law is if the sidewalk is over is it 1 meter, maybe 2 meters wide, bicycles are allowed on it. Like here, sidewalks are wide, so a lot of bicycles on it. But if it's a really narrow sidewalk, you're not supposed to be on it. Anyway, this old couple was walking. They were in my path, walking the same direction, but ahead of me. I didn't want to hit them, so I just rang my bell like that. I just did that, and the old man turned around and he yelled at me, and he jumped. He was startled. I guess I scared him. Just wanted to make sure. Hey, just wanted them to know I was behind them. I didn't want them to, you don't want someone to step literally out of line. They're walking in a straight line. Sometimes people veer left or right and take a turn, and then you hit them. Didn't want to hit them. It's an old couple. I thought I was being courteous, but he yelled at me. So I stopped. I said, "Cause what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I just rang my bell because I didn't want to hit you." And he cursed something, and then I said, "Look, you don't have eyes in the back of your head. You can't see me coming. Just didn't want to hurt you." And he just yelled at me. I enjoyed it. I mean, didn't anger me, and I didn't respond to him with hate or anything. I just told him why why I rang my bell. I enjoy what do I call it? I guess when people say things that are kind of aggressive, but nobody really gets angry. It's one reason I think we enjoy TV shows. Like if you watch this TV show Suits or something, a lot of those shows, people are really mean to each other, like really mean, right? We really enjoy that for some reason. I tell people to stop smoking on the street sometimes, but I'm never going to get in a fight over it. If anyone were ever to say, put up their fists, I would say, no, I'm not going to fight over it. But I recently made a decision to unfriend conspiracy theorists from my Facebook because it just got getting too crazy. It's kind of a waste of time arguing with people who have no ability to make a logical argument, or just bring up shit that you can't even argue with them. And someone accused me of trying to make an echo bubble, echo chamber or something, but I think refusing to entertain stupidity, and that's what really a lot of conspiracy theorists are. Maybe they're not stupid, but the things they promote are just stupid. You can say something stupid without being stupid. So that's the situation I was in. I was tired of telling one person that her theory that she's a QAnon supporter, her theory that Obama and Hillary Clinton are peddling, are into sex trafficking with children or something, or child trafficking, is just, you know, ridiculous. And and Democrats and Hollywood guys are drinking the blood or some special part of a child that makes him to keep young. It's just ridiculous. And you know, Trump is going to save everybody. I'm really close to just unfriending Trump supporters too, because at one point, you know, supporting Trump is almost an illogical exercise. Unless you're rich and you just want the money, which I completely understand. Or you're Japan. Like in Japan, some of my Japanese friends have said they like that Trump, they think Trump scares North Korea. So, because remember Trump ordered the bombing of that general in Iran, killed that general. So if Trump's willing to do that, then maybe Trump's willing to kill the North Korean leader as well. And North Korea knows that. That's a theory. Anyway, well, time to turn left. So let's end this video here. And just say thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.